I love that word.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the bench play. It's going to be a staged reading today. There is like a little bit of blocking, kind of a little bit, but it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. My name's Miriam. I directed this. And these are all of our actors. They'll introduce themselves as the show goes on. So yeah, without further ado, is that the saying? I don't know, probably. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
This is The Bench Play by Lexi Bolsinger. Scene 1, The Bench. Mark will be portrayed by
Wyatt.
and Amy will be portrayed by
Sammy.
Lights Up. Singular bench is sitting in the middle of the stage. Not perfectly centered, but play centered. Mark walks in with Amy.
I hope it's just to your liking.
It's extraordinary, Mark. It's really gonna make this place feel more...
Comfy, homey? I mean, those are the words you gave me to describe the design.
Yes, that's exactly what it feels like. Is it ready?
Why don't you do it first?
I love it.
Wonderful, that's wonderful to hear.
Did you pick this spot?
Well, it's a brand new park, and you said just put it anywhere that makes the most sense, so.
I can see why you chose it.
Well, I took into account the traffic from the outside. I mean, you can still hear the cars maybe faintly, but...
I never noticed the river before.
The what?
The river, I mean, I know it's been here.
What does the river have to do with the bench?
Have you ever sat here and looked out at the river?
I mean, I knew it was here. I sat the bench out towards it because I know people like it.
But you never sat here and looked out at it.
I have, just not from the bench.
Why don't you sit next to me?
That's okay.
Come on, I insist.
I don't want to.
I can move over if you're uncomfortable. I mean, it isn't like that.
I know, I just don't want to.
Why?
Why? I don't have to sit on the bench.
I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I didn't mean it like that.
No, I'm sorry. You were just being polite. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I just don't want to sit on the bench.
you don't have to.
I'm sure people will love it.
Yes, I mean, it's a bench.
Right.
I love a good bench, you know?
Me too.
I mean, I'm sure you make them all the time.
Yeah. Not like all the time. But, you know, from time to time.
Right. Did I do something wrong?
What? No.
Because if I did, you can tell me. I'm being serious. I'll
If
get off this
everything's
bench
fine,
right
it's
now.
not the bench.
I'm sorry, I've made pushy.
It's fine. Thank you.
No problem. Have you ever walked around the park?
I did briefly.
It's a nice park.
It's a beautiful park.
Thank you. It took me 5 years to get this park approved.
5 years.
Yes, they don't tell you that. People thought I only gained interest in this 6 months ago when I started campaigning for those buildings to go down.
I remember that. You said you weren't sure if this project was even going to happen.
I wasn't, but I'm glad it did.
What made you choose this place? I mean, I know you said it in your campaign, but why did you care about this specific spot in Monmouth? I know there are parks close by, but why this one bench in this tiny park?
I like this river.
I thought you said you never saw the river.
I never saw it from here. I never sat down and saw it. Right here.
Is the park built around the river?
Well, of course, but mainly, I built this park around broken dreams, distant memories.
Oh God, you politicians and your philosophy.
No, you see that building?
Yeah.
That building wasn't there 20 years ago. Or that one, or that one. Those buildings that were built that we took down within the park had to have been built less than 10 years ago. I remember walking through this green yard as a kid and buildings felt so distant. I didn't know where I was. I thought I was in another space. And yes, I noticed the river and I noticed the trees, but as a kid, you think your life just revolves around you. And sometimes as an adult, some people still believe that. I said it in my speech, it was about preserving our land, preserving what little greenery we have left. And that's true, but I think I fought so hard for this park because it was my last resort to get back to a reality that I thought was gone. I mean, it was always here, but people, politicians, were slowly withering it down. building more and more buildings until these soils were engulfed into the city. And even now, looking around, I feel like I'm too late.
Too late?
Yes.
Why do you think it's too late?
I came here as a kid because my parents didn't want me in the house. I lived in an apartment not too far from here. At the time, I didn't see it, I didn't know. They simply just told me to go play because they didn't want to deal with me. And I know what happened. As a kid, I thought my life was perfect. When I was here, my life was perfect. And now I'm unsettled because I know there's a life I must go back to. I thought I would sit here and enjoy the comfort of having a bench in a park, but looking around, I feel like this whole place is new. It's tainted. It's soiled. But I don't know if that's because of my memories or
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
No, it's not. I'm sorry this isn't what you were hoping for.
I don't know what to say.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, if it's no trouble, why did you not sit on the bench?
It's crazy.
No, please, I just saw my whole life in front of you.
It's actually quite similar to you sitting on the bench and making this park.
You grew up here?
No, wait, just listen. I would do these projects like a bench. I'd spend days, months, sometimes years on these projects. I'd miss dinners, have sleepless nights or nightmares about these items. I just wanted them to be perfect.
Mark, it is perfect.
Great, that's a relief.
You did a test to see if it could handle weight?
I stacked bricks.
Okay.
But anyways, these projects, when they were complete most of the time, I just sell them and not think about it. Not thinking about where my work was going and how it would affect others. A clock is a clock, a bench is a bench. As long as the buyer was happy, I'm happy. I did it for them. But when I was looking for a spot for this bench, I saw this river, and I saw the trees, and I sat here for a second. Right where that bench is now. And I just knew that the minute that I put that bench there in that spot, I would be the only person while this park was being created that had sat there without the bench. And if I sat on the bench, my perspective would change. Definitely not for the worse, but it's something I'd never had before. My own perspective on this park, on this bench. And it makes this bench just a little more special because it hides the world. It captures my perspective and keeps it. And no one can buy that from me. Not even the gods, whomever they may be, can buy that from me.
Perspective.
Can't buy that.
No, you can't. Thank you for this, Mark. Thank you for your work.
Of course.
I'm sure many people will have their own adventures, their own perspective.
That is art, is it not?
This is true. And this is a piece of art indeed. Thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Mark and Amy walk off stage together. Lights out. Scene 2. A Tale of Two Lovers. Lee will be portrayed by,
Sammy.
and Penn will be portrayed by.
Lucy.
Lee sits on the bench, taking in the scenery. They pull out their phone and make a phone call. They look around to make sure no one is around before they do.
Hey, can you make sure my room is shut? I don't want Mom and Dad to go in there. Well, they might. Please, can you just check? Close the window. Shit, are they home? Okay, good. Can you please just make sure they don't go in there? I'll give you a $50 gift card to GameStop. Please, I don't have enough for 75. I know it only buys one game. Blame capitalism. Thank you. I promise this is going to be the last time. No, it's not like that. Look, can we discuss this later? Okay, love you too. Bye.
Penn enters. Lee sees Penn. They sit on the bench facing opposite directions. They sit awkwardly on the bench in silence.
It's good to see you.
Pleasant to see you.
Pleasant.
Sorry, it's endearing to be graced with your presence.
Did you read Bridgerton before coming here?
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be suspicious.
Why do we have to be suspicious? We're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
Can't we just sit here like normal people and talk?
I know, it's just hard.
What's hard?
Talking?
Okay.
Stop, what are you doing?
I just want to hold your.
No,
Stop.
They watch, nervous as the pedestrian walks by on Lee's side.
why did you,
They smiled.
what?
They didn't say anything. They just smiled.
Oh, good.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
I know something's wrong.
You don't know anything.
Is it because of
know.
Then what is it?
I'm just nervous, that's all.
About what?
That someone's gonna notice us?
There's nothing wrong with us.
I
What?
Pen, I need to tell you something.
Okay. Lee, are you breaking up with me?
No, Ben, I got accepted to Juilliard.
Juilliard?
Right, and I got a full ride scholarship to go.
That's amazing, Lee. Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
It's far away.
It's only 4 years. We've done long distance before.
Not for 4 years.
I don't know what you're asking me.
I don't either. I thought you would be angry when I told you I was going to Juilliard.
Lee, why would you think that?
Because it's taking me away from you?
Lee, you're the love of my life.
Don't.
Lee, what the hell?
Don't say that.
What? Why? Because I do?
No, because that's what you said to Andy.
Lee, what?
You cheated on Andy with me. I stayed because you told me you didn't care about love. Love is a fake word. It's used too much in common language to describe fake and obscene emotions that aren't real. You said that.
Lee, that was coming from a very hurt place in my life.
But you said it. You've never said it to me before. And I've been okay with that because we said you didn't need it. But now you're using it. Did you not love me before?
I always loved you. I always felt close with you. I should have broken up with Andy before getting with you. That tainted of the meaning of that word for you.
You mean for you.
No, I didn't believe it when I was with Andy. I didn't think it was real. But now I know the truth, and love is powerful. Love is so strong that even when you insult your partner, you wouldn't be so dumb enough to leave them in the dust.
Pen, I care about you a lot, I do. But you've never talked to me about love in the year we've been together. How am I supposed to trust you now?
Because you can. You always have.
You can also easily lose trust.
What were you expecting to happen today?
What?
Why am I even here?
You're here because I care about you.
Then why are you belittling me for the way I frame my words?
No, I just don't want to argue.
What do you have planned?
What?
I'm just explaining my point.
No, you're not listening.
No, you're not listening to me.
Stop.
Why are you being suspicious?
Not.
You're worried about people seeing us. Why? Many people have seen us together.
I know.
You don't want people to see us and assume this is the last time we're together.
What? No, I just didn't.
You don't want people talking about this conversation.
No.
It's true, just admit it. It's because of me.
You're so. I didn't want people to think you were.
Available?
I thought you were gonna take this so much worse than you did.
Did you not trust me?
I trusted that you were gonna be upset that I wasn't gonna be here.
It's not forever.
You're not.
I'm not?
Wait, that's.
No, wait, I'm not? Oh, never mind.
You know that's not what I mean.
No, you did. Like you said, the only reason we're in a relationship in the first place is because I cheated on somebody with you. I'm right.
I mean, it's not like I can't think that.
No, I get it.
No, you don't.
I'm not an idiot, Lee.
You're not.
How long have you been feeling this way?
Since the acceptance letter,
I can't believe it.
you're the one who cheated. I didn't even know about this until we were 6 months into our relationship and you didn't tell me. God, Ben, there are so many red flags here.
So now I'm the pathological liar.
No, but you don't tell the whole truth.
I don't tell the whole truth, okay? I didn't tell you about Andy because I thought I would end things with them as soon as we started seeing each other.
Then why didn't you?
That doesn't matter now.
No, if you love me, you'll tell me the truth.
Lee, I don't
Why are you afraid of?
want to lose you.
That's exactly why I brought you here, so I can explain why I didn't want to lose you. So tell me, why did you cheat on Andy with me?
I wasn't sure.
God.
Wait, no, please stay.
I don't need to.
But please, Lee, I love you in every way that dumb word means. I care for you in the deepest parts of my soul. I didn't tell you it before because I was scared that I was wrong. And I cheated on you with Andy because I didn't want to be wrong about you. And my realized my mistake was Andy, not you. My mistake was in trusting you. I trust you. I trust you, little Juilliard, to become the best educator ever. I believe that. And I've never fought so hard to keep somebody in my life. Never. And I don't care where you go, who you meet, or even if you cheat on me. I love you, Lee. And if you love me the way I believe you do, you will continue to be in this relationship with me. No matter where you are, you will trust that I will not cheat on you because I won't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I dragged you out for 6 months before you knew. I'm sorry if I hurt you. And I will wait for you. So please stay with me. I'm sorry. I don't know what I need to fix, but I will. I'm sorry. I love you and I was wrong. Lee?
Lee exits, leaving Penn alone. A few seconds go by and Penn's phone pings. They look at their phone. Blackout.
Scene 3, A Lost Father. Percy will be played by,
Brady Allen.
and Butch will be played by.
Wyatt King.
Percy walks with Butch, their father.
Can I have a seat here?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem.
We gotta walk back.
Yes, we gotta go back eventually.
Okay.
They sit on the bench in silence for a moment. Percy pulls out their phone. Butch sees this.
Oh, you got that thing out.
Scrolling on my phone.
You kids and your technology. I'll never understand.
Putting it away. See?
Good. Now you can connect with nature.
Aren't you the one I had to convince to come out here?
I just don't like walking. If I could get out here without having a heart attack, I'd be out here all the time.
Okay.
What? You don't believe me?
No, I believe you.
Seriously, I would. I used to come outside all the time.
I believe that.
I did. I remember when I lived in Alaska. Yeah. Even though it was below 20 degrees, me and my friends, we'd be outside all the time.
In Alaska?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember the time my friends and I, we'd take our sleds and ride the backs of cars. You know, back then I lived in a small town. There was maybe one car. And he loved my family. Yeah, and he loved my family because your grandpa would bring him soup on the late shift. Anyway, Tom and Sam, you know, the three of us, we'd ride on the backs of cars, and because of the tire change, it was loud enough that... No one could hear us, hooting and hollering on the backs of those cars, and we'd let go as soon as we got to a hill. This is so they wouldn't know it was theirs.
That sounds like fun, Dad.
No, wait, that's not the story. That's just the prologue. You see, one day, it was extremely icy. And you see, Sam's gloves was starting to wear down. We didn't know it at the time. But we got to a stop car. The three of us got a hold of the bumper, and we started to get ready for it to let go. And we saw that it was heading for a hill. And we started to get ready, you know. Sam tried to position his hands for the dismount and realized that his mitts had frozen to the bumper. Sam tried to tell Tom and I, but before we could realize this, we had let go. Yeah. So here goes Sam, who's now attached to the car, and Pam and I gone. So yeah.
Did you guys find Sam?
We tried to chase after him. The car stops at a light, and we tried to pull Sam off, but his hands won't come up. And Tom is stepping on Sam's sled to get him to stop from moving around on the ice. But then the car starts going again. Sam slides off his sled and starts bumping down his ass all the way down this gravel paved road. For about a quarter of a mile. He's scraping screaming, hoping the guy would stop. Finally, he did. And so Sam stands up, and he has a hole in his pants all the way down to his pink hot underwear. Yeah. And we found out later Sam got a mild road burn, and thank God for the layers of clothing. His mother wasn't too happy about it. But anyways, so the car stops, and the guy steps out, and who is it? Well, none other than the town priest. Lord! No, Lord indeed. And this was Father Rose, and he looked up at us, and we, no, he looked down at us, and we looked up at him. And he said, Thomas, Butch, Samuel. And we knew that two things were gonna happen. We would either get our asses handed to us, or we were gonna have the Lord hand us our ass. And we knew we couldn't get out of this.
So what happened next?
Well, Father Rose must have seen that we were in a little bit of a panic. And he helped us get Sam off his car. And then he told us, now y'all stop hanging off the backs of people's cars. Go to church. And of course we all said, yes, Father. And he left. Our parents never found out about it. Except eventually we did have to explain to Sam's parents why his ass had road burn on. But otherwise we got away with it. Those were some of the best moments of my life as a kid. When we were just living it up, not letting anything stop us. Except when something literally stopped us. Like a car.
Yeah, that'll do it.
If I could do all those things again that I did as a kid, I would. But I can barely walk a few blocks to get across the park.
That's okay. Like you said.
Get an old emphasis. Yes, that's true. But I miss running around and not having to worry about the future.
Well, maybe we can work up to running. I know plenty of people who are running around at your age.
And I'm sure those people have lots of money and lovely surgeons.
Well, not entirely.
Percy, when you've had the life I've had, then come talk to me about running around.
Hey, I've had a pretty good life.
You better have. I worked damn hard to make sure.
You're a good dad.
I try. Where has my life gone?
What do you mean?
Look at Sam. You know, 1 minute, his ass is getting road rash on the streets of Alaska. Then 20 years later, he becomes a professional wine taster for the president. I mean, who does that?
Dad, Sam also is an alcoholic.
Oh, but he was rich. And he had a beautiful wife. Not to discredit your mother. And he lived in what had to be $1 million mansion. I tried so hard to give that life to you and your mother, and I guess I'm happy with the life you got.
Are you?
Happy?
Yeah, Dad.
I'm happy if you're happy. I mean, are you?
Yes, Dad, I'm very happy with the life I got.
Good, good.
You guys are better parents than most. You never judged anything I did. You let me struggle and fail. You were also there to help me back up when I needed it. Not a lot of parents can meet their kids halfway, and you do. I think that's what any kid can ask for.
That's good.
You okay, Dad?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just feel like I failed somewhere along the way.
Why?
You got the life I wish I had. You know, look at me. I'm a great father, but I can't do anything for myself. What example am I setting for you if I can't even take care of myself? Did I live life so recklessly that I'm paying the consequences for it? Or did I not live life recklessly enough? I don't know.
I'm sorry, Dad.
I miss him.
I know.
Damn him!
He was your friend.
He still is. When you got friends that stick with you, it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. They will keep in contact with you just to talk to you. That's true friendship.
I'm glad Sam was out for you.
I envy that man. And I love him too. And I miss him.
I'm so sorry, Dad.
I guess some days I just wish I had done things a little differently.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. If you did things differently, would you and Mom have ended up together? Would you and Sam have stayed friends? Would you and Mom have had me? I mean, yeah, Sam was rich, but didn't he also have his own problems? I mean, that guy went through 4 wives and had no kids. He may have drank with presidents from Bush to Biden, but
I actually drank with Reagan Fest, the red bastard!
That's not important. The point is, I don't believe Sam had a perfect life either. But I would like to believe that he was happy with the life he got. I mean, look at Tom. I never even met him.
It's because he died in a car crash when he was 16.
Exactly. And look at the life he had. He had you, one of his best friends. Even though he didn't have a long life, he had a good life. And that's because of you. You keep his memory alive. You've impacted so many people's lives. I mean, you may not have been a wine taster for the president, but you were a chef to Mom's dad.
One of the best Italian cooks in California.
You were also one of the only people at Humboldt State University to get a master's in psychology, architecture, and a doctorate in education in 4 years.
I also don't do that anymore.
Who also became an advocate for online education. That was you. And now there's over 400 US online schools in the country. And who helped bring China to the 1980s Olympics through a wrestling match? That was you. You've done so much for so many people. You may not think you've done much and may not be able to do much now physically, but I don't think a person who doesn't make reckless decisions can do all that.
You forgot something.
What?
I was the hot dog eating champion, state of California, 1996! No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But you know something? You are one of the greatest accomplishments I've ever done in my life. You are everything I wish I was and more. And as an educator, a father, and a friend, I could never be more, proud of you, kid. Now let's go home, I want some spaghetti!
They laugh and exit. Blackout.
Scene 4. Hi, buddies. Max will be portrayed by,
Wyatt King.
and Luce will be portrayed by.
Sergeant Palmer.
Max and Luce walk in to the bench. Luce is carrying a satchel. As they walk on, they appear in the middle of a conversation.
I looked at him and I said, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And he looked at me and he said, "Eat shit." Then he threw the drink at me, and not like he was trying to get me wet kind of drink throw. I mean, like he threw the cup at me with the liquid. Like he was assaulting me with the cup. I mean, isn't that crazy?
People are nuts.
I mean, no self-control whatsoever.
crazy.
Then my manager, comes around and I asked if I could go home, and you know what he does?
What?
He goes into the lost and found bucket, grabs me another shirt, and then tells me that I have another hour and a half left in my shift and I should finish it.
That's insane.
I don't even call it a work like ever. I come in on my days off, and this is the goddamn respect I get.
You should quit your job.
God, I wish.
Luce pulls out a joint.
You want to hit? Whoa, hey. It's okay. It'll still be here.
I know.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Man, how do you do that?
Breathe.
Seriously.
You got to work your lungs up to it.
I've been smoking for so long, though.
Well, how often do you smoke? Okay, well, I don't smoke often. I think this is the first time in 2 weeks I've smoked,
Yeah.
I only smoke recreationally, or like, I'd party sometimes. I usually don't like smoking around strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, smoking is still smoking, and it's bad for you.
Right, I know.
Okay. I heard back from Piper yesterday.
Really? How'd that go?
It was okay. She's still angry about the whole situation.
Yeah, well, that tracks.
Yeah.
Have you apologized yet?
Of course! I mean, I don't know what else I can do.
Maybe let her go?
Well, I mean, I still want to be friends.
Sure.
So I guess she still needs more time, you know, to process.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why we got this right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use, you know.
We're using it right now.
No, I mean, to cope.
Oh. Right.
You get what I mean? Okay. What part do you not understand? Like the coping part or
I just don't understand why you hesitate.
did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
And you just did it again. You good?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
Yeah. I think so.
You not sure?
Well, I'm good. I'm just smoking weed with my friend. I've got like no agenda.
What? Agenda? Wait, were you planning on going somewhere?
No. Were you?
Just back home.
Do you have like a question for me? You good?
Are you?
I said it was fine!
Yeah! I don't believe you!
What? Aren't I functioning?
Yeah? But like,
Like what? Just stop, bro, stop dancing around the question. What the fuck is up?
I'm just worried about you!
Don't.
What's that supposed to mean?
Stop worrying about me. It's not good for you.
Well, I mean, neither is this. I'm not trying to be mean. And if you don't want to tell me, then don't. I used to smoke weed like every day for like a month straight. And like on the last day before I started smoking recreationally, I was still high from the night before. And it was super bad. And like, I was so tired. And my lungs hurt. It hurt to take a hit. And that night, I decided to mix, which was a horrible idea. Because 4 vodka shots in and a joint, I was gone. Like, I remember finishing the joint, but then nothing. I remember waking up the next morning, covered in my vomit on the floor, in some random person's house. I don't remember getting there, but I remember blurs, like in between. I remember looking at myself, and I remember thinking that I was a total loser. And I remember laying on the toilet. I remember dragging myself out of the bathroom on the floor. I told my friend to pick me up and put me on the couch and that's it. The scariest part of it all was I don't remember if something happened in the bedroom or if something happened on the way to the friend's house. I don't know. And I was high all day the next day. I feel horrible about myself. I was mean. I was bitter.
I'm not like that.
Well, this story is about you. How long have you been smoking straight? Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay? I'm sorry.
It's.
What?
Me. people, you know, they just push your buttons until you're like,
That's what
You know.
people do.
no, I'm like tired of everything, like the bullshit of people.
Okay.
You know, I go to work and I get treated like shit, day in and day out, and I don't get an ounce of gratitude in that place. I saved my boss's ass I don't even know how many times, and he treats me like shit, you know. The other day I found out one of my coworkers was trying to fire me.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm up for promotion. I said no because I'm a full-time college student getting paid to work part-time. I don't get paid like... $13.75 an hour, which barely pays my rent. Also the fact that society expects me to get up at 3 a.m., go to work, leave at 10 a.m., go to 3 pointless classes that are each an hour and a half long, do my asinine work study, which I do not get paid for, get home at 10 p.m., and then go to bed and do it all over again for 4 more days, and then on the weekends catch up with my social life, emotional and physical life, and finish homework that was due 3 weeks ago. Oh, and in between all of that, eat 3 goddamn meals a day! And I smoke weed recreationally, I drink recreationally. I barely function sober. I mean, how can anybody function sober? And then I think people hate me. So yeah, maybe once in a while I go on a binge and I drink and I smoke nonstop, not because I want to, but because I hate myself too much to stop. And I feel bad when I do it, and I feel bad when I don't. And people say, you should go to therapy. That's what therapy's for. Go to therapy and fix all your problems that take years to solve. Well, I can't afford therapy because we live in a society that expects us to pay to solve our problems. So yeah. I smoke. I eat a little much. And I'll try stopping, but I won't. Even if you tell me I'll try, but I can't. But I'll try to stop. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Max, I love you. And you can continue to do whatever you want, because that is your choice.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
I'll try not smoking tomorrow.
Good. Okay, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Isn't the sky so pretty?
I like to think there is one perfect thing in the world.
Well, you know that global warming...
Don't ruin it!
Sorry.
They get up and walk out. Walk out. Scene 5, Blood Sugar. Sam will be portrayed by,
Sammy.
and Hugh will be portrayed by.
Sergio.
Hugh and Sam are on a run. Then they get to the bench and each look exhausted. Sam sits on the bench. Hugh walking around with their hands over their head.
When do we need to be out of here?
What?
When do we need to leave the park?
I think in about 20 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna lie down in the grass for a minute.
Okay. I think after this we should briskly walk or something. This is like the longest run I've gone in a while. Ooh. I don't think we should do this again. Sam? Yay! You're alive! I don't think we should go to work today. Like, I understand we should have gone like hours ago, but I mean, you know. Also, I know Bryce and Claude wanted to come over, but I think today's not the day. You know? You know, I just got a phone call about your parents. They're dead. Sorry about your loss. Sam! Sam! Sam!
Good.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna make a phone call real quick.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Q walks off. Finley hear Q off stage. Sam looks around and is struggling to keep their eyes open. Take out a single water, drinks the water, lays back down in the grass, face up. Q comes back.
Q, is that you?
Yep, it's me. How are you feeling?
I'm good in the grass.
Okay. Did you hear
Hear what?
the phone call?
Was I supposed to?
No, it's fine.
What? Was it secret?
No, just a phone call from work.
From work? What for?
The boss is sick, so we have another day off. Yay!
What?
We can chill here a little longer.
No, Q. Did you just tell the boss I can't come in today?
Yes.
God damn it.
I didn't want to bother you.
I'm bothered, Q. You weren't very nonchalant about it either.
Sam, you were lying on the ground. You weren't responding.
I was breathing.
You were barely awake.
Well, maybe I just wanted to take a second and close my eyes.
You didn't respond to me.
Yes, I did. I mumbled.
Yeah, sure. Really makes it sound like you're listening to me.
I'm just spacing out, that's all.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm not doing anything.
Exactly.
I don't know what you mean.
You know there's an issue, right?
I mean, sure, I know I need to eat more food than I usually do if we don't run.
Sam,
Q?
you know that's not what I mean. I can't do this.
Do what?
You're really that oblivious? I can't save you.
I'm not asking you to. I'm fine.
No. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry to whoever hurt you in such a way that you can't see that you're hurting yourself.
Nobody hurt me.
Then I'm sorry you feel the need to.
Why are you sorry?
Because this isn't the first time. And I have a feeling it won't be the last. And you can't see that,
And?
I won't sit here and watch you slowly die.
I'm not going to die.
With all the shit you're doing to yourself, I will be surprised.
What the hell? I didn't ask you to take care of me. I didn't ask you to do anything for me. I don't ask you to run with me to help me. I ask you to run with me because I want to hang out with my friend.
I don't want to run with you.
We have to run back.
I'll run back. You'll probably drop off halfway through and take another pass-out break like you always do.
Everyone breaks when they run.
Everyone takes a break when they run. Not everyone breaks when they run. You do. I am concerned for your health and you are ignoring that. And I will not watch you suffer on behalf of our friendship. If you care about yourself enough to run with me, you will walk back alone. And if you don't, you will try to argue with me and run back to prove to me you're fine. And then you will pass out. Again. And I will have to save you.
I didn't ask you to save me. Fine.
I'm not going to watch you die either. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If not for you, then for me.
Q starts to run, and Sam stays a moment, contemplating the things Q was saying. Sam composes himself and walks off in Q's direction. Next step.
Jace will be portrayed by,
Brady Allen.
and Mickey will be portrayed by.
Lucy Garcia.
Mickey and Jace are seen in all black wearing what appears to be ski masks. Mickey's hands are covered in blood. Jace's ski mask seems to be splattered with blood. Mickey is carrying a duffel bag. They run into the sea. They are out of breath. They drop their stuff near the bench.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Shh, quiet! Put these on quickly.
Jace takes off their ski mask. Jace removes the mask and notices the blood on their hands from the mask.
Mickey,
Jace, you're okay.
is this my blood?
No, here.
Mickey takes their mask and wipes the blood off their face. They give the mask to Jace. Jace starts crying.
Oh my god, why did we do this?
Shh, you're okay. Quickly put these clothes on before somebody comes.
Okay.
Jace removes their shirt and puts the new shirt on and same with the pants. Mickey starts putting the money that fell out of the bag into the bag. Mickey also starts changing. As they are changing, the conversation continues.
Are you hurt?
No.
Okay. Good.
Mickey removes their shirt. Their side is covered with blood. They are in a lot of pain.
Mickey,
Yeah?
are you okay?
Yeah, I just hit the door on the way out. Got cut.
For sure.
Alright, well, no, luckily nobody comes to this park and there shouldn't be any cameras around. So, we should be good. Oh, here. You've got some spots.
Mickey takes their sleeve and wipes whatever spots are still left.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Why can't we be homeless in Hawaii?
You've got to get to Hawaii first.
Do you think this will be enough?
For a better life, I hope so.
Mickey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I put us in this mess.
Hey, this is not your fault. I asked you to do this with me, alright? Nobody got hurt, right?
Mickey, I don't know whose blood this is.
Don't worry about it, you're okay. Ah,
You're hurt.
I told you it was just a scratch.
We have to get you to a hospital.
We can't afford it, and if we go to the hospital and tell them what happened, we'll go to jail.
You're going to die.
Just give me one of those shirts that's in there. That should hold.
Mickey, please see a doctor.
Let's just go to the car and drive to the pharmacy and we'll get some supplies there. I'll only need 1 or 2 stitches, that's all.
Mickey, I don't want you to die.
I know.
We can't stay here. We have to keep moving soon.
I agree, I just want to take a moment to take my breath.
They were shooting at us.
Yes, they were.
We put the stuff down and they continued to shoot at us.
They didn't know if we had a bomb or something. They were scared.
They could have tackled us or hit us with a chair. We had no weapons.
But guns are more powerful than a chair.
They could have killed us.
But they didn't.
They pulled a gun on us, even though we had our hands in the air.
Jace, don't think about it too much.
Like, imagine if we were at a traffic stop for speeding and they forced us out of the car.
Jace, they were scared.
I was scared. I was scared I was going to get shot and die.
And they were scared you were going to try and attack them, okay? We were in the wrong, what we did was wrong, and we will never do that again.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
We can buy Mom's house back,
Yeah,
and then she can come home.
yep.
They sit for a moment in silence. Police sirens are heard. Jace flinches.
Don't move, just act natural.
Okay.
The sirens get louder, and then they slowly fade away.
Holy shit, we did it!
Yep, we did.
Mickey.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit on the ground.
Okay.
Oh. Dad would be so pissed right now.
You don't say.
I told you kids not to be airheads and do stupid shit like that. You'd get yourselves killed. Well, look who's talking now.
We didn't do it for dumb reasons. We gave Mom her life back.
Right?
I saw her last week.
Yeah?
She was so sad. It was like looking at a ghost. She looked sad to see me and disappointed. But I don't think it was for the reasons I thought at the time.
What do you mean?
Like, she looked at me and looked sad to see that I was still unemployed, but disappointed with herself because I left school to take care of her. She even told me, sorry for ruining your life. I wish I did better for you. I wish I let you finish school and get your GED.
Don't think she would be proud of this.
Nope, she wouldn't.
Hey, it's okay.
No, it's not. The only reason I don't have a job is because of my GED. And without it, the only work I can get is work that practically makes me want to die. And then I work 12 hours, 5 days a week. I can't go home because I don't have one, because I can't pay those bills. Then I lose my job because I don't have a home, but I can't get another job because I don't have a home, and then it's this vicious cycle.
Couldn't say it better myself.
The society is so fucked.
Yup.
And using guns on unarmed civilians.
Jace, they were protecting themselves.
They didn't have to shoot.
They were scared.
Unacceptable. What if they shot a civilian who wasn't even a part of it? What if they killed someone?
They should have better aim.
No. When you're a person who serves as security or police, you should know that this is part of the job, to protect and serve.
Jace, we were robbing a bank.
Mickey, I was fully ready to surrender. I was. But the minute they started shooting, I ran because I was scared. I ran to protect myself from them. We're the victims here, not them. And if someone died because that cop was too emotional to handle a gun, then maybe they shouldn't handle it.
Jace, we were the bad guys, not them.
Yet they were the ones who could have killed us, not us then.
You're not hurt, are you?
Physically, I'm fine, but if I ever see a gun again, I'm gonna run.
Sorry.
Why does it matter? They're going to find us. We're going to jail. We can hide as long as we can, but they're gonna find us.
We'll send the money to Brandy, they'll take care of the rest. They'll never know it was us.
Yeah, but as soon as we get the house back,
I'll tell them to wait a few months. That way we're either far away or caught.
or dead.
Don't say that!
I'm serious. We got away this time, but what about the next?
Because there won't be a next time! Now come on, let's get out of here.
Mickey tries to stand out, but can't. Jace grabs a hold of them. They stumble out of the park, black out.
Scene 7. To go, Mouse. Herb will be played by,
Brady Allen.
and Radar will be played by.
Sammy.
Herb and Radar walk into the park. They see each other.
Are you Radar?
You must be Herb.
Well, the pleasure's all mine.
So, how did you hear about us on SDX.com?
I wouldn't say that so loud. Someone might hear you.
Sorry. How did you hear about us on the search for extinction of xenogenetics.com?
Well, my mother tested radioactive monkeys that were found in the snowy caps of Siberia during World War II.
Wait, how's your mother?
We don't talk about her age. She's sort of like Beetlejuice, except you say her age once and she pops out of nowhere, ready to attack.
Interesting.
I think she got that sense after working 20 years with radioactive owls.
Fascinating.
And I found this website to help see where I can serve those little critters.
Absolutely.
So, my question to you is, why here?
There is a group of species known as the Limacombe butyrate, aka Toga mouse. One was spotted around the park and captured. We were hoping to find another of its kind in hopes to help repopulate.
Here in this park?
Yes, unfortunately the water is contaminated with pollutants due to plastic and garbage waste from the factories nearby that burn plastic and recycle garbage in the water.
That's awful. Have we told the factories what they're doing is wrong?
Yes, but unfortunately due to corporations and their high demand for the products they produce, we unfortunately cannot stop them. They've contaminated the water so much. They built a second factory to help clean the water so people can drink it, but unfortunately that just puts the water back into the waste, back into the already clean water. And so the Limacombe butyrate suffer greatly because of it. They mainly eat the bugs that live off the plants, but since the plants live off the river and the river is contaminated and the plants are genetically modified, the bugs moved away and died. Well, the Limacombe butyrate fends for itself.
Oh, the horror!
The horror, indeed.
What can I do to help?
Our sensors detected that one is still alive, hopefully not xenogenetic.
How so?
Well, if Limacombe's butyrate is found to have been xenogenetically modified, then the species might be doomed.
Who would do such a thing?
Well, corporations actually sometimes pay scientists to genetically modify and force animals to hybrid breed in order to make cooler and newer animals. Or to try to convince scientists like us that the breed is still alive. Genetically modified animals are not the same as real animals. Some animals have also been exposed to so much poison that the genetically modified help survive, which breeding with their breed that is not genetically modified causes hybrid breeding.
It's like polar bears breeding with grizzly bears because the ice caps are melting.
Precisely.
It's all our fault.
Yes, it is. Now it is our job to save them, find them a new home where their species can exist safely.
Count me in.
Wonderful. Now, the Lime-Becoming Mutiny.
The Togo mouse.
Yes, Togo mouse. They were discovered in 1890. The two individuals collected at the time are our only clues we have about the species' natural history because it hasn't been recorded since. Its short tail suggests ground living rather than a lifespan in forest canopy. Now it looks very similar to a regular mouse, but it's actually quite small.
So how do we know the difference between a regular mouse and a Togo mouse?
Well, it's hard to tell, but we do know one thing. The Togo mice are very people-friendly.
What happened to the two Togo mouses that were discovered?
They died.
How?
They only lived for about 12 to 18 months.
I don't get it.
When the two mice were discovered, it was 1890. They died.
Oh, like regular die.
Yes. Well, at least one of them did. The other underwent testing for rat poison. It was a very successful experiment.
Wait, you guys killed it?
That was before we knew they were going extinct.
You guys were already killing them.
Well, our ancestors were. I've never killed an animal in my life.
So your group?
Is making up for all the terrible things we did in the past.
Well, at least you're doing something about it.
We try.
Squeaky sound.
Wait, I heard something.
Where?
They listen, the noise sounds like it's coming from the bench.
I think I heard it over here.
Quietly approach the bench. Now be careful, Lime-Becoming Mutiny
Togo mouse.
are sensitive creatures and will run at any sight of someone they might find threatening.
Got it.
What are you doing?
Getting on their level. My mother used to do this with the radioactive snakes before they bit her in the face. Now she has 3 different colored eyes.
Okay, sudden movements would scare the Lime-Becoming Mutiny. So be very quiet and very slow while approaching.
I think I see it.
Radar approaches the bench and looks around. They do not see anything.
I think it must be somewhere else.
I hear it.
Yes, me too.
Herb stands up and appears to be a mouse hanging off their vest. Radar gasps.
Shh. What?
Don't.
Radar goes to grab the mouse from Herb's vest. They do so. And they have the mouse cupped in their hand.
We did it!
Shit! Pepe!
No! Is it?
Its tail is short.
Oh God.
Last wild Lime-Becoming Mutiny, aka Togo mouse, is dead.
May he rest in peace.
Actually, it was a female, but what is the gender of an extinct animal?
What was the Togo mouse's job in the world?
They actually kill the insects that lived off the plants, but since they're both gone, it doesn't matter.
In history, they went extinct because the factories built here.
No, I just stepped on it. Now there's only one thing to do.
Radar grabs a syringe from their pocket. Herb stops.
What are you doing?
I'm collecting her DNA to see if maybe we can preserve her until one day we can recreate her.
Like cloning?
Yes, something to that extent.
Radar puts the syringe in the mouse and then pulls a little tablet and vial out. They put some samples into a vial and then some on a tablet.
At least you won't die here, little buddy.
Oh my,
What? What is it?
this isn't a Togo mouse. This is just a regular rodent mouse.
Which means?
I have rabies. And the Togo mouse is still out there.
Squeaky noises in a different pitch can be heard.
I hear it now!
After it!
They both run off stage in the direction of the noise.
Scene 8. A protest. And Cop will be portrayed by
Wyatt.
You cannot and shall not silence us any longer. I will stay here until something is done about this. Have you ever wanted to have a pet chicken? Well, I have wanted to have a pet chicken. I don't understand why I am not allowed to have a pet chicken, but other people can. Just because the other cops are telling me that I can't have one doesn't mean that everyone else can. This is so unfair. I don't
What's
understand.
this all about?
You cannot shout silence us any longer. This has been an issue for years, and nobody has done anything to solve it.
Have you tried voting? Maybe that would help.
Oh, I voted since I was 18 years old, but nothing has been changed.
Laws are constantly being put in place.
Yeah, laws that ban people from doing things that keep them alive.
Now look here. You can protest all you want, but you can't protest here.
It's a public space,
Yes, but.
and aren't I the public?
Yes.
Then I am allowed to be here.
Well, we are right next to some businesses that are uncomfortable with your speech and they are asking you that you take it somewhere else.
Companies that pay you.
They don't pay me.
Yes, they do, with their tax dollars that they rarely pay for. Speaking of tax dollars, I also pay you, and I pay to be in this park, which automatically makes me your boss.
Look, I'm just here because of a noise complaint.
Oh, well, I'm complaining, and I'm going to continue to complain until my voice is heard.
It's heard all right. We can hear it down the street. But you cannot do this in a government
So your company sent you here to silence me.
What?
Oh, the government sent out their agents to come silence me. I will not be silenced.
I am not silencing you. I am asking you to move your protest to a new location.
I am protected by my First Amendment, the freedom of speech. Your company is the one who protects me by this law. Therefore, I'm allowed to stay here.
You cannot stay here.
If you touch me, I will have the right to sue for assault and unlawful arrest. I have my rights.
I'm not going to arrest you. I'm simply asking you to get down from the top of the bench and move outside the park.
Don't come any closer.
By failure to obey a direct order from an officer, I can charge you for a misdemeanor.
I have done nothing wrong.
You are currently doing something wrong.
I am not doing anything unlawful. I'm not hurting anyone or myself. You have no right.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you again to get down from the bench, or I am going to have to take you down by force.
You cannot put your hands on me. I have done nothing wrong.
I'm going to ask you again to come down from the bench and walk with me outside the
You
park.
cannot and shall not silence me.
I'm going to need back.
This cop is getting reinforcements. Help silence me.
And no!
You who want me to be silenced, you shall not. I'm protected by my First Amendment, and you will not stop me until change has been made.
You're only making this harder for yourself.
Stop silencing me.
You are making this worse for yourself.
You are making this worse for you. Silence me.
I'm not going to unless you might make any moves that might suggest you might hurt me.
Get off my bench.
This is not your bench. This bench belongs to the government.
Which is exactly why I'm going to stand on it until something is to be done.
Oh, you're making this so very difficult for yourself.
Me? Just change the law.
I can't do that.
Then I will continue to stand here until it does.
they pull on a cord that looks like a bike cord and tie it around their leg onto the leg of the bench.
No, stop! What are you doing?
Ebony looks at the cord and throws the key.
I didn't think I would have to take such drastic measures, but you have forced my hand. I will now stay chained to this bench until the laws for letting me have a pet chicken have been passed.
Grab some cable cutters while you're on your way.
You cannot unchain me.
You are now causing destruction of property.
I caused no such thing.
You are under arrest for destruction of property and refusal to follow an order by an officer.
You cannot arrest me for no such thing.
I'm sorry, but you have forced my hand. I must obey the law.
Stop! You're hurting
If
me!
I let him, you promise not to run?
I won't run! Now please stop! Please!
Put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for destruction of property and failure to assist an officer. Anything you say may be used against you in the court of law.
I can't get arrested. I've done nothing wrong. I know my rights.
You have a right to an attorney who can help assist you.
Wait, I have to call my babysitter.
Your what?
I have an 8-month-old daughter who's being babysat. I told the babysitter I would be home later tonight. Please let me call.
You can call at the station.
You can't do this! I will not be silenced! You cannot take me away from my family! No!
Ebony gets dragged off by the cop. The protest sign still remains. Blackout. Scene 9, an artist. Tesla will be portrayed by,
Sergio.
and Alex will be portrayed by.
Lucy.
The protest sign is still on stage. A model dressed in a Roman toga. The other is dressed in a nice suit. The model, Tessa, sits by the sign. Alex, who is nicely dressed individual, has an easel. Alex grabs the sign up and rips it off the stick. They then give the stick to Tesla. They take the poster and put it on the easel. the blank side facing towards Alex, who opens their bag and grabs a painting tray and paints. The following dialogue is said after Alex grabs a poster and as Alex is sitting up from the canvas and paints.
Do you need me to move?
If you could move to the center of the bench, that would be lovely.
So, why did you become a painter?
You mean an artist?
I mean, aren't you painting?
Yes, but I do more than just paint.
Okay. Do you do this often?
Not with people, but you are the first.
Super cool. What inspired you to do this?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, I've seen your work. It's beautiful. I mean, not to sound like a fan geek, but your work is exquisite.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you like my work?
The way you use paint and textiles, they just seem cool.
That's it? That's all you have to say?
I could go on.
Then go on.
Well, I really love the way you create such a masterpiece with very little color.
So you like simple things?
No, yours is anything but simple.
Do tell.
The colors, even though there are few, they create an image of layers and depth. An image that's like black and white with gray hues, but you somehow were able to master that through color. It takes the viewer's eyes on an adventure, like going to another planet and exploring the ground and the sky. Everything on that planet is new, very similar to your work. Your work transforms and transcends time and space itself to manifest in the minds of the beholder. You are inspired by what people wish they could see, to whatever reality they want to be in, transport them into that world that's different, that they can be them in their own little world that you created for them. I feel like I know you so well just through your art. What was that?
Stay there, I am not finished yet.
Okay. Did you say
I did.
Was my feedback not satisfying to you?
Not really.
Then why did you want me to explain?
I wanted to see how well you know the scope of art and how well you understand what I do, and more specifically, why I do it.
So I was wrong.
Very.
What was I wrong about?
A lot of things. Most things.
Do you have any specifics?
Do you know why I only use such few colors?
Apparently not.
That is the first right thing you've said this entire time. But to answer your question, it's because I am broke. I cannot afford to buy such colors such as Castleton green or champagne pink. So I make them myself and I use whatever colors I can buy. So in other words, I use what paint I got to create the art I have.
Okay.
Secondly, what I paint varies in the moment. Observe. I asked you today if I could paint you today, sitting on this bench. Today. I couldn't tell you if tomorrow I'd feel the same way as I do today. But I know today I wanted to paint somebody on a bench wearing a toga. And on top of that, there's this stick sitting here, which expands on what I could paint. Why should anyone feel secluded into painting one thing they are not passionate about? Passion comes and goes, just like love. It drifts in and hooks your mind, and you fixate on that thing that you are passionate and love so much. Then you take it out to dinner and show it a good time. And once that passion no longer serves your love and happiness, you ask it to leave soon. So you do not ruin that love and continue to pursue a new passion that will make you feel that way again.
But, unlike love, lovers can love each other for ages.
This is true. Some passions never die. That is why there's this great thing called divorce. When your passion no longer serves you, or you it.
I don't think that analogy really works.
Well, who's the one creating beautiful art?
I can make beautiful art.
Speaking of that, what do you like about your art?
Modeling?
Yes?
I like helping others.
How?
My face puts a smile on others.
How do you know that?
I've seen it.
By who?
My family and friends.
Do you think that maybe they are doing that because they are your family and friends?
No.
If that is your belief, then so be it.
Why do you do art?
Because I want to.
Is that it?
Yes, is that so wrong?
No. I mean, usually people do art because they have a purpose or need to. Shakespeare wrote plays about the kings and queens of his time that were shitty to help start a revolution. Picasso did art to emphasize life, and
Frida Kahlo painted to kill time and alleviate her pain. Are you going to tell me she painted those who make an impact? To create a change? No. She painted herself because, and I quote, "I paint myself because I am often alone and I am the subject I know best."
how do you know that?
Because I do my research. Also Google, look it up.
Then why continue to paint?
Because I feel like it. I want to paint because the love and passion is there. The minute that love and passion dies, then a part of me will die with it.
Isn't that a terrible thing?
Not really. That is the fact of life. We live and we die just like art. Some of our art will make an impact, some of it won't. So be it.
I wouldn't want to paint if I didn't have something waiting for me on the other side.
Like money.
I mean, yes, but I can't do art without money.
Yes, you can.
That's not true.
This canvas was from a poster that was left here. This paint is about 4 years old. This easel I built myself out of scrap wood I found in a free bin. I am not paying you. I asked you here as a favor. Do you know how much time I spent on this painting? Nothing. I spent maybe my time away from other things I could be doing, like watching a play photo full of mediocre actors trying to imitate life on stage. But I am not a little monkey in life's circus. I'm the ringleader of my fate, and what I choose to do, I do it.
That seems insane.
That is your opinion.
And my opinion matters.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Why?
As a consumer of your product.
Firstly, if you are explaining your point, don't move while doing it. And secondly, who said you were my target consumer?
I paid to see your art.
That's on you. Let me remind you, I don't paint for you. I paint because I want to.
Then why show them off?
Because I enjoy the process. I enjoy what it takes to create art.
And when you're done,
Sometimes I'll invite a friend who wants it finished, and honestly, if it brings me joy to make it and brings someone else joy to be finished, they can have it. I can always make another one if I have the passion for it.
so you paid all your paintings?
Not all of them. Some I make in hate, some in love, and some, who knows?
Do you ever keep your paintings?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends if I make them for me.
Have you?
Yes. My favorite is when I did a painting on a bench.
This bench?
Yes, I like this bench.
Why?
It's a bench.
What made you paint it?
I don't know, I thought it would be fun. I was so invested in it, I painted 10 of them.
10 of them?
Yeah, I just thought it would be fun.
Was it?
The first 3 paintings I was invested in. Then the passion died, so I only did 3. And honestly, for the longest time, that's all I would do. I told my friends about the benches I painted. They were interested in seeing me finish them. And for a while, I only did it because people wanted me to finish it. But then I realized why I was doing it in the first place. And then I went through all the paintings I forced myself through, and I redid them. And now I have 10 benches. All different, all special, and all mine. That is what I wanted to do. Instead of forcing myself to do them, they are my most favorite paintings of all.
How are they different?
They each have their story. They each mean something to me. It is complete.
Can I say how I feel about it?
You are entitled to your opinion.
I like it.
I think it is good.
Alex grabs her stuff. Alex and Tesla exit.
Scene 10. The bench breaks. Bryce will be played by,
Sergio?
and Brandy will be played by.
Brady.
Bryce and Brandy enter the stage.
Alright. What do we do about the bench?
Well, seeing as how they're expanding the mall over on 12th, this bench is gonna have to go. They're wiping the whole park.
Wow. New mayor, new laws, new shit getting done. Speaking of, did you hear they finally did something about the chicken pet thing? I'm glad they're finally doing something. Even if it's on a city level, I heard they're taking it to the state government.
Good on them. Change needs to be made. They should focus on workers' comp next, you know?
I know. Did you hear about the robbery a few weeks ago?
Yeah, apparently the two thugs who did it ran off. The one in the coma died, and they can't find the other.
Really?
Yeah,
Ultra.
yeah. My Uncle Sam would have went wild for that one.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call a guy to get this removed.
Sounds good.
Bryce picks up their phone. They don't call anyone, but they start texting for a while. Brandy looks at the bench. After a while, Brandy knows Bryce never calls anyone.
You okay there?
Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Bryce still texting away.
Seriously?
What?
Are you texting that person again?
You mean Pan?
The hell if I know. Just call the boss.
Hey, just give me 2 seconds. I don't want to leave it on red.
Brandy looks at the bench, tries to move it, and it breaks.
Oh shit, Bryce!
What the hell?
I just inspected it. I wasn't planning on taking it out.
Well, had to come out anyways.
A ping is heard from Bryce's phone. They grab their phone to read it.
You're never gonna believe this.
What?
Some artist bought this plot of land, and they said they're going to build a mall around it.
What? Why?
I don't know. They didn't disclose that information.
I'm surprised an artist bought it over those people who were protesting for weeks.
At least it's not those weird sex scientists.
What a weird sight.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? To my buddy Luce. I've never smoked weed.
Maybe.
We should just throw that out, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna throw that out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to litter.
All right. Well, you grab this side of the bench. I'll grab the other.
Okay, sounds good to me.